Chatot here, and welcome back to another top 5 video, guys. So again, thank you very much, guys. I've got tons of responses from like the last top 5, and you guys went and voted again, and this time it was very clear winner. You guys want me to do the psychic typing this day, but before we even start, guys, as per normal, just gonna put this over here. This is my opinion, guys. Like I say, it's this is mainly just on sort of when I've used it in game, with Nuzlocke, competitive, the way it looks, and a bit in the anime as well. So just lots of little different bits there. And if your Pokemon isn't on the list, don't worry, it doesn't necessarily mean I hate it. It just isn't on my top 5, unfortunately. Also, link in the description below, guys, for all the other top 5s if you have missed one. And as per normal as well, I will say this again, there are no legendaries in this list, there are no evolutions in this list, there are no well, there are megas in the list, but there's no starters, that kind of thing. They're all out the window. They're going to get all their special stuff eventually, which we are going to do a special one soon. I've just been really busy, which is highly unfortunate. Anyway, I'm blabbering on as per normal. Let's go and get on to the top 5, shall we? Number 5. Now, number 5's a really odd one, and this Pokemon is really quite forgettable, actually, for some people. But for me, I have used it. Not lots, but I have used it, and it's a bit of an oddball. Literally, really is a bit of an oddball. It's from Gen 5, and that is Sigilyph. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Sigilyph. It is literally sort of like an ancient sort of totem / bird, Aztec kind of designed Pokemon. It's a very strange Pokemon. It's flying psychic, and I liked it. I used it in my Pokemon Black randomizer Quadlock, and I had it for a little bit, and I called it Ancient. I think I called it Ancient or Ruin, and it lasted a really long time until it met something in the face and it died, which was not very good. But for a while I really liked using it. It was okay. It wasn't the best to use, but I love its really odd design. It's really quite a strange Pokemon. It's sort of even like the way it's sort of based on ruins and stuff like that. I kind of like as well, because I like ancient stuff like that. And like I say, it had like Psywave and stuff, so it had decent enough moves to get me through my Nuzlocke. It's just highly unfortunate it did die in the end. It was a bit fragile. Never used it in competitive, never seen it in competitive, but maybe I should try. I don't know. Well, we won't hold a breath, shall we? Anyway, I think that's about it for number 5. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4. Now, number 4... again, it's quite a recent Pokemon, and when I first saw it, like its pre-evolution and its main evolution, what it evolves into, I fell in love with it. I thought it was adorable and slightly creepy at the same time, and that is Meowstic. Now, Meowstic, I like the female one. To be fair, actually, I love both of them for different reasons, and they're great because both of them can be used for different things. And they're really good. And then Esper, little Esper, it's so cute. And then they just look good. And then the shinies look great too. And there's just so much I can say about these Pokemon. And the Pokedex entries as well, about they have to close their ears. If they open them, just bad stuff would happen. Okay. And then again, like I say, in the anime, we saw like a really cute Esper in the anime, as well as the gym leaders, Meowstic, the male and female. Can't remember her name. Olympia. I think it's Olympia. I do apologise if it is wrong. But I liked her. I liked that battle. I liked watching that. It was just really good to see them being used, and sort of the male and the female working together. And I just think it's a really good Pokemon. Again, I used one a little bit in game, but not much. I don't know why I didn't finish using it. I think it was because I couldn't get the one that I wanted. But I've never really used it in competitive. But again, that might have to change, actually, because I don't know whether it will hold up or not. We'll have to go and find out, shall we? But anyway, that's number 4. Number 3. Now, number 3 is more of a personal one for me. Number 3 I bonded with. I've never used it. Oh wait, no, I have used it in a Nuzlocke, technically. I've mainly used it in game. It was Gen 5 Pokemon, and that is Swoobat. Now, Swoobat isn't the most... I think it's quite cute, but some people don't like the look of it, and I do. And is it Woobat? Woobat as well is quite adorable with its little heart stamp nose. And obviously it had its special move, which was heart stamp, I believe, as well. And I had one called Swoo throughout the whole of the game, and I took it all the way to the Elite Four, and I proper bonded with this Pokemon. And I believe I still have Swoo, I think, to this day, actually. And, I mean, I haven't used him in ages, but it was just one of these, I don't know why, it was a bit of a derpy Pokemon, but I really enjoyed using it. And I used one recently, again, and nicknamed it Swoo, in my Pokemon Black randomizer quadlock. And it didn't last very long. It got zapped. But it was nice to reuse a Pokemon that I seriously enjoyed using through my playthrough of Gen 5. And I don't know really why I liked it so much. It was just mainly because of the design. Because I never really saw one in the anime. And I've not really seen one in competitive. And I think I know why, because it is very fragile. But I enjoyed using it anyway. Number 2. Now, I spent probably about 3, I'm not even joking, 3 days mulling over between number 1 and number 2. And I did a load of thinking. And I'm not even joking, it was really struggle. I nearly actually said I'm going to have these 2 tied because I can't decide. But I did finally make a decision. And number 2 is from Gen 3, and that is Gardevoir. Gardevoir I haven't really used that much. I did use it a little bit back in Gen 3 when I was playing Pokemon Ruby. But I like Gardevoir for its design. It's shiny, it's mega. I mean, look at it. Look at that shiny mega. Both together. Shiny mega. It's just beautiful. It's just such a good Pokemon. And it's like I say, it's a good Pokemon to use as well in competitive. Like I said, I've not used one in competitive. But I suppose that, again, another Pokemon that I'm going to have to give a go. But I mainly used a little bit of it in the game. I saw it in the anime and I really enjoyed watching it. And from, like I say, the Gen 3 stuff to, I can't remember the champion's name in Gen 6, but she had one. She had an Omega Gardevoir. And I thought it was really pretty and I really enjoyed watching her battle. And yeah, it's mainly that reason alone, because I just think it's an awesome Pokemon. Though as well, it's a bit scary, Gardevoir, as well at the same time. It's got this little bit of a scare about it because of its Pokédex entry. I do remember this now. But in its Pokédex entry, it says to protect its trainers, it creates a mini black hole. Now, black holes are bad. Even a mini one. So that's basically, so if every Gardevoir did that, the whole Pokemon world would be sucked down the drain. That's kind of scary. Yeah, it's kind of glad that we haven't got them in real life, eh? But as well, I still like it. Anyway, guys, if you what do you think so far? What would you put in for the list? Am I missing something? Why don't you put them in the comments down below? What is your favourite psychic type? And give me a reason of why it's your favourite as well. And like I say, maybe you can tell me whether I'm missing something. And also, guys, don't forget, I will be putting a poll out again so you guys can decide what type will be coming up next for the next top 5. But anyway, guys, I am yammered on enough as per normal, and I will move on to the number 1 spot. Now, as I said before in the number 2 slot, there was a big fight for number 1. And this one, I used to not like it as much, but because I've been using it a lot recently, I've come to love it a lot more than I ever have done. It's a Gen 1 Pokemon, don't start. It's a Gen 1 Pokemon, and it is Alakazam. Now, Alakazam and me, I never used one back in the day. Never did, because they were so stupidly hard to get because of Abra. But it was so broken back in Gen 1. There wasn't really anything to combat Psychic. Not really. You had Dragon maybe, but it wasn't great. Literally, Alakazam wrecked shop back then. Still does to this day. Sorry, I got an itchy nose. But the reason I like it, and I didn't quite like the look of it. I thought it looked a little bit creepy, to be honest. But the reason I liked it recently isn't because of the anime. But to be fair, it was nice to see like Sabrina's Kadabra in the anime. But still, that was still kind of a bit creepy. But the reason I liked it is because I've used it so much in competitive, and it is quick. It is very quick. It's one of the quickest, I believe it is the quickest in OU. And literally, it's not the easiest to get rid of once it gets going. Once it's gone, there isn't too much that can make it worry, but it can do a lot of damage just because of how quick it is, especially as a Mega. And I mean, look at that Mega form. That's kind of cool. That's a lot of spoons. Why would you need so many spoons? Apparently to channel all that psychic power, apparently. But mine is called Tricky, and Tricky is dangerously quick and can do a lot of damage. And I'm so glad I gave Mega Alakazam a try, because it's just so good. It does a lot of stuff. And that's what's made me love it more than anything else. Nothing else mainly. I love its design as well. Love the Mega design more than anything else. Never been much fan of, like I say, the main design. But that's the main reason why it's my number 1, guys. Anyway, guys, like I said, what do you think I'm missing from the top 5 list? What would you put on it? What's your own top 5 list? Why don't you leave it in the comments down below? Also, like I say, don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys know when I'm bringing out the next top 5. Also, guys, if you haven't quite got your Pokemon fixed yet, don't worry, there's plenty of other top 5s in the description down below, and also there is loads of other Pokemon content on the channel as well as some Minecraft stuff and some random guest games too, if you want to go and check those out. Anyway, guys, I've chatted on enough as per normal, and I will see you in the next top 5. But remember, guys, chat on!